again and welcome to Standing Room Only. Today we're going to spend all our time together standing up. So no floor work, no mat work. You can choose to have a sort of Shavasana at the end of your time with me today if you'd like to. So that won't be part of what I'm showing with you, but you can always add it on at the end. So focusing on the whole body, but just showing you today how you can work your abdominals without lying on your back. So from an upright position, we've been working the front abdominals, the side abdominals. You should feel it in the whole body, but particularly around this area of the body. Okay, so without further ado, let's make a start. So coming to Tadasana on your mat, Tadasana, just pad your feet to find the right place for you. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Close your eyes. And just have a little roll of the shoulders, a nice, slow, kind of luscious movement. And try and feel every part of the shoulder roll. Once you complete the one you're doing, change the direction you're moving in. Just the same number this way that you did the other way. And once you've completed that little sequence, just stand quietly with your own breath. So as you exhale, even in this kind of standing relaxation that we're doing, really focus on what's happening in the navel center and the pelvic floor. So the exhalation, you can feel the navel drawing back towards the spine and the pelvic floor drawing in and up. As you inhale, just relax that, and exhale, sort of bring it back into your practice again. Navel to spine, pelvic floor drawing up. And again. Now this time as you exhale, you're going to hold on to that lift. Then relax your arms down by your side and open your eyes. So when we're working today, I'm going to try and include this strong contraction and the lift of the pelvic floor. Try and have that with us the whole time, even as we work other areas of the body. The challenge for me, and I think you may find it too, is once you come to a wide leg position, it's much more a challenge to engage your pelvic floor. So as you exhale, be careful that you're not pressing down and that you're still lifting up. Okay, good. So we'll start with some roll downs and roll ups. I'll turn sideways so you can exactly see what we're going to work with. So we can start together. So do one more shoulder roll, up, back and down, and let your arms hang really loosely from your shoulders. Soften the knees and think chin to chest, as if you're peeling your back off a wall. Start to slowly come down. So we exhale as we come down. We'll inhale once we're down, and as you exhale, you're going to start to come up. So push the floor away with your feet and really find that lift through the pelvic floor, the navel drawing back, and notice how that helps you lift the body up without too much back involvement. Release your shoulders back and down. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale, softly rolling down. Inhale when you're down and exhale. So activating through the feet is going to engage your legs. And then we're using, if you like, the front abdominals rather than the back abdominals, if you want to think of your body that way, to support the lifting up of the body. Release the shoulders back and down. One more. Inhale. Exhale, relax. It's kind of like a sigh as you come down. Inhale when you're down and exhale. Really squeeze that navel and lift that pelvic floor as you now stay in your upright position. So we do a little sideways movement to focus on the side abdominals. So taking the feet a little wider. Hands to the back of the head, elbows stay out to the side. So what I'd like you to do is as you go over to the right, really feel as if you're trying to do a little crunch. So really squeezing the right side waist. Then as you come up, think of the left side waist lifting you up. Good. Other side. Squeeze left lift right. Now what's happened to that pelvic floor? Keep it engaged and level to spine. Over you go, squeeze. Opposite side, lift you back up. Over you go, squeeze. Opposite side lifts up. Good, now just to the right and pulse. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Lift through the left to come up. Over to the left, hold it and squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze here and lift here and pull back here. Lift through the right to bring you up. Exhale, well done. Good, so you should be feeling that already. Heel toe your feet a little closer but not completely together. We're going to do cat-cow. I'll turn to the side again. Good. So we're going to inhale, open the chest, lift the tail. Exhale, round. I'd still like you to focus on lifting the pelvic floor and drawing the navel back as you exhale. So remember when we do cat-cow on our hands and knees, we have this sort of flexing and extending through the spine. We're still doing that, but with that abdominal awareness. Good, so as I squeeze, it's really difficult for me to speak because I've squeezed everything out. Good. 2 more. Be careful you're not pressing your pelvic floor down. 1 more. Good. Standing up. Good. And let's just have a nice little soft twist. So feet about the same distance apart. Soften the knees and just start to swing. Nice release for your side abdominals. Well done. Really floppy arms here. So it's not a long kind of session today, but we are focusing quite strongly on the core and engaging the core with whatever we're doing. Good, and relax. Good, so keeping your feet a little wider, maybe take them wider. We're going into triangle pose, so you're going to turn out your right foot. Left foot can be parallel at the back of the mat, or you can just spin your heel a little bit towards the back left corner of your mat. Left hand on left sideways. This is here so you can feel the squeeze so when you engage your muscles here. We're going to allow the right arm just to hang. So it isn't a classical yoga triangle where we have the hand resting on the leg. This time the arm is just hanging from the shoulder, a bit like we did when we were doing those roll down and roll ups. Good. Feel the side waist here, the side abdominals with your hand. Good. Inhale here and exhale. Not all the way up, just up enough. Good. Inhale, squeeze, exhale. So really feel this waist area lifting you up. Good. Squeeze. Pelvic floor, squeeze. Bit of glute work, squeeze. And again, squeeze. 2 more. Last one. We go down and we do tiny little pulses, just pulsing up slightly for 8, squeeze, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, come all the way up. Exhale, straight to the other side. Good, so turning out the left foot, maybe just in the back foot, the right foot, bending. Sorry, keeping the left leg straight. You can always soften the knee. Should have mentioned that on the other side if you want to work with less intensity on the back of this leg. Okay, so same deal. Your right hand is feeling the squeeze, the contraction here as the muscles shorten to help lift you up. Left arm's just hanging from the shoulder as you tip over. So you're kind of tipping. If you find you sort of crunching ribs to sort of pelvis, you can reach first and then come over. That gives sometimes a bit more space here. Good. Inhale, exhale, lift, squeeze. 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 Keep your face relaxed. Squeeze. 4. 3, squeeze. 2. 1. Come back down and we pulse. Just tiny little lifts for 8, squeeze, 7, 6. And make sure you're honestly using this side of the body and you haven't engaged your back too much. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up, good. Heel toe or lightly hop your feet together. Good. Roll down to roll up, soft. Good. Remember you exhale as you come up. Inhale at the top and exhale as you roll down. Inhale at the bottom. All those little points we worked on earlier, feet strong, legs strong, navel and pelvic floor, all involved in getting you to your nicely supported upright position and stay up this time. So we're going to use a warrior two position through the legs now. And you'll find now that we're going to work more with the idea of crunching the side we're leaning to. A bit like we did before where we were up and we were going over. So you'll crunch one way and you'll use the opposite sideways to bring you back to your upright position. Good, so turning out your right foot again, this time bending the right knee. So you've got your warrior two leg position. Hands are behind the head. So I'm not expecting your elbow to come to your knee. I'd rather you really worked with the idea of contracting and squeezing here. So as soon as I do that, all the breath that I'm trying to speak with is pushed out. So that shows that I'm really engaging and squeezing the muscles I'm trying to find. Good. So just press your head lightly into your hands. You've got sort of spider hands on the back of your head rather than your hands clasped. Good. Keeping your elbows open. Good. As we go over on the exhale. Squeeze. Inhale, draw through the other sideways to bring you up. Exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale up. Good. And again. 4 more. 4. Let's go a bit more tempo to it. 3, 2, 1. Good. Come up. Well done. Release your arms. Okay. So bringing the feet a little closer before we go to the other side. Turning your feet and knees out in the same direction-ish. We're going to do that same movement, but in this squat position. Malasana is referred to, a goddess squat. In yoga, same hand position on the back of the head. Good. So we're going to do side to side this time. Good. So we go over to the right and up, over to the left and up. So equal and opposite, squeeze one side, lift through the other. Over. Good. Pelvic floor lifted. So just 4 more, so 2 more on each side. 4, 3, legs strong, 2, 1. Come back to the center, straighten your legs, release your arms. Good, so warrior 2 on the other side. Turn out your left foot, bend the leg, and adjust your back foot to the best position for you. So either foot parallel or maybe your heels spinning a bit more towards the back corner of your mat. Okay, here we go. Hands behind. So we've got those little tip overs again. So pelvic floor engaged. Find the squeeze in that abdominal area and try and hold on to that even as you work these side waist muscles, the obliques here. Good, so get the squeeze and the lift. That in itself should feel quite challenging. Good, over you go. Squeeze, lift at the opposite side. Squeeze, lift. Squeeze, lift. Good. So 4 more. 4, 3, squeeze, 2, last one, 1. Good, come back to the center, release your arms, straighten your leg, and heel toe or lightly hop your feet together, and maybe just a little bit of a wiggle, shake everything off. Good, so we're going to step to the left side of our mats. Actually, we don't need to step. We're sort of more centre because we're going to step the back foot. So the right foot will go behind the left. into like this little curtsy, and then we'll tap it out to the side. So we'll start with that little tap. So when you step your foot not too far across. You want it more sort of behind, so you're working the legs in this little squat. And then we'll tap the foot out and just release the arms to the side. And in a moment, you'll have the option to take the leg out and just hold. Much more challenging for your tummy. The whole body, of course, on the standing leg, but you really need to think about your core support here to really stabilise you and keep you nicely balanced on one foot. So all of your body weight coming down into one foot. Amazing. Good. So I call this Anjali curtsy. Sometimes we do it with either arms, Garudasana arms, but today we're just going to work with Anjali Mudra, the hands together at the heart centre. Good. So you're going to step your right foot sort of slightly across but back, so you're in a little curtsy. And then you come up, you kind of take the arms out so the palms are facing back and just tap your right big toe out to the side. Come back to where you came from. And tap. Good. And tap. You can continue to tap, or for the next 4, you can take your leg up. Step back and up. Good, well done. 2 more. Good, hold it here. Hold it here. Whoops. And then stand, feet side by side, hands together at the heart centre. Good. So we do Malasana hugs now. We're really going to engage our abdominal support. So stepping your feet wide before we do that little curtsy on the other side. It's a bit like cat-cow, so I'll turn sideways. You'll be here with your legs bent, but as you exhale, you're going to squeeze, there's nothing left. Okay, that's a strong contraction. I'd like you to feel that, but be careful. This is the moment where your pelvic floor might be happy being pushed down. So still think of lifting up and in, and even here, find those muscles, so everything in this area really squeezing in towards the centre of the body. Okay, so feet about hip width. Don't forget your pelvic floor. Good. Legs are going to stay bent, but as you hug, they may just straighten a little bit from their bent position. Okay, arms out, breathe in. Exhale. You might want to shush if that helps. Shh. Good. And again. Shh. And again. Shh. And again. Shh. And again. Shh. 2 more. Shh. Last 1. Shh. Come up. Step your feet together, have a little wiggle, relax. Okay, so here we go again. That nice little curtsy, but on the other side. Hands together at the heart centre, Anjali Mudra. So we're stepping the left foot back and slightly across, so just be careful you're not stepping right the way out here. It's more back, so it's less wider base, so it's more of a challenge to balance. Here we go. Step and tap, step and tap, step and tap, step and tap. Option to release the foot for the final 4. Good. You can always do that kind of halfway, so you tap and then release, if that works for you. 2 more. We're going to hold this one, so find all that core support. Your ankle dance around if it needs to. Lift out of your standing leg. And come back to the centre. Well done. A nice little hip wiggle. Good, coming back to those little elbow overs in Malasana. You've got the option this time to straighten your arms. So you're reaching a little further down. Don't have to touch the floor. You don't even have to straighten your arm if you choose not to. Okay, here we go. Remember that spider grip behind the head, pressing your head back into your fingertips as well. Okay, so over to the right, maybe straighten the arm, come back up. Over to the left, back up. Remember that pelvic floor will be quite happy to be pushed down here. So consciously lifting, you'll feel the challenge of keeping that engagement with your legs wider. Should we get quite warm now? One more to each side. Come back to the center, straighten the legs, relax the arms, heel toe, or lightly hop your feet together. And once again, we just kind of shake everything off. Okay, so coming to what I call Warrior One crunches, we'll be bringing the knee up with a slight twist, in prayer. So we'll be in prayer position. So I'll show you from the side. We'll start by stepping the right foot back, so your left foot stays forwards and your arms are overhead, back heel is down. We can do it from a lunge, but it's actually a bit more of a challenge. If you'd like to go for that challenge, you can keep your back heel lifted. But if you're working with me, Warrior One, you'll bring your hands to your heart, bring the back knee forwards and twist. Left elbow, right knee. Back to your lunge or your Warrior One position and twist. So you're going to squeeze. You've got a slight kind of down and crunchy action. So using the muscles this way. Now, still the idea of this shortening on the side you're twisting to. Okay, here we go. So come to the short end of your mat and step your right foot back. Warrior One foot or high lunge foot. So heel up if it's your high lunge. If you prefer to work in a more supported way, you can simply keep your hands on your waist and bring your knee forward, so just tap it with your hand, but just consciously give a little bit of a squeeze, whoops, on the side waist. Okay, here we go. So lifting the arms to wherever you'd like to work with them. You exhale, you bring your hands to your heart as you bring that back knee forwards and up, and you turn opposite elbow to opposite knee. Then back to your Warrior One or high lunge and turn. Twist. Twist. So your front leg does straighten a little bit. Squeeze. Two more. Squeeze. And squeeze. Come back to Warrior One. Hang out there for a breath. And release your arms down by your side. Step your back foot to your front foot. Hang out there for a minute. Your breath may have shifted. That's more of a dynamic movement with more large muscle groups. Let's do the other side. So right foot stays forward, left foot steps back, maybe grounding through that back foot or keeping the heel lifted. So as I say, you might see that my hands don't come completely to my heart. It's more the twist, so don't worry if they're not fixed at the heart centre. But that's the lowest they go, so they can sort of come down, maybe in front of the face, the neck, or the heart centre. Here we go, breathe in, arms up, exhale, bring that knee forwards and twist. Twist. So it's not a big twist, but you can squeeze, squeeze, that's it, squeeze, squeeze, good. One more. Hang out in your lunge or Warrior One. Release your arms by your side. Step your back foot to your front foot. Soften your knees. Roll down. And roll up. Roll down. And roll up. And again. Good, well done. So, we're going to go back to that same movement, but we'll shorten the stance because we're just going to do reps or repetitions on one side. So do 8 on one side and then 8 on the other side. Okay, good. So we'll start again. Left foot forward, right foot back. Good. Back foot down if you're working Warrior One or high lunge position. Curve your mat here. So pelvic floor, navel engaged. Good. This time, if you'd like, you can bring your hands behind your head. Okay. Try and keep more of a bend in that front leg this time if you can. Otherwise, just straighten it as required. We're just going to do opposite elbow to opposite knee. Here we go. Squeeze, 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 whoops, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Two more. 2, 1. Relax the back foot. Find your balance. Crikey. Arms up by the ears. Warrior one or high lunge. Extend your arms by your side. Step your back foot to your front foot. That was incredibly wobbly for me, that. Let's have a go on the other side. So I'm just turning around so that we end up facing each other when we're doing our little twist. So right foot stays forward. Left foot steps back. Hands behind the head. Same deal, by the way. And just tap your knee if you prefer. All right? So there's no need for you to take your hands too high up if that's not for you today. Good. Hands behind the head. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Find your pose. High lunge or warrior one, arms by the ears. Exhale, release your hands. And just swivel so you're forward facing. And step your feet side by side. Shoulders up, back and down. So we're going to do this nice sighing breath. This time we let the arms join in. Sometimes called skiing breath. Good. So arms by the ears, inhale. Exhale, ha. Good, so bring a bit more control rather than it being completely floppy. Maybe this time inhale, come up onto the toes. And exhale back down. And again, toes. Exhale back down. Toes. Exhale back down. Coming up onto the toes, step your feet together, hands to the waist. So you've got a little bit of a, oh, hold on while I'm chatting to you, a little bit of a squat going on here. Your heels are up. What we're going to do is make, whoops, do my dinosaur walk on my mat, is make tiny little circles with the pelvis. So it's not a big movement, but it's really challenging. Hold on, other side. Don't worry if your heels tap down, you can bring them back up. Squeeze, 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 pelvic floor up, navel in, and then calm to the center. Yay, feet down. Good. Proper kind of sighing, skiing breath. Breathe in. Let's hear it through the mouth. Ha. And again. Ha. And again. Ha. Come up this time. Stay up. Hold onto your left wrist with your right hand. Step your right foot behind your left. Come onto the outside edge of your right foot and lean over. Use your right hand to pull. Pull, pull, pull. Obviously not over pulling, but just so you can feel that nice release on the side waist here. Breathe into the left side waist. Then come up to the center, relax, step your foot back. Other side. So arms up, hold on to the right wrist with the left hand. So you're stepping your foot across this time rather than back. And then you're trying to come onto the outside edge of that foot. Then you use the hand that's on the wrist to pull. So you'll feel that extension straight away. Really press down through the outside edge of this back foot. So keep that foot active. Inhale to come up, and then exhale. Release. Good. Let's do a little cat-cow again. So step the feet a little bit wide in the hip width. We're going to keep this really soft. So hands on the knees. Inhale, lift your tail, extend your chest, lift your chin. And exhale, round. And again. exhale round. Everything soft, inhale, exhale round. Do that one more time, inhale, exhale round. One more, sorry, this is the one more time, exhale round. Come to your upright position, nice wide legs, huge circles now, so let your body come forwards and down, and then up and back, and sort of upper body, hips, legs, glutes, all getting a nice little release here. And change, without losing your balance. That's me talking to myself, by the way. Well done. One more. We come to our upright position. We lightly step the feet towards each other. One hand at the belly, one hand at the heart. Close your eyes. Then feel the softness under the hand that's at the belly. Maybe the heat from the hand, the energy from the hand. Or maybe you've got an awareness of heat under your hand in the belly. That's your internal fire that we've really fanned the flame of today. And notice how working with the tummy muscles makes you feel. Does it make you feel confident, strong, capable? Or has your chest kind of broadened? Have you got a sneaky smile on your face? So as always, thank you for joining me. Feel free to take a Shavasana if you wish. Until the next time, Namaste.